Hello, everyone. My name is Mickey Johnson. I'm the Vice President of Marketing for the San Antonio Trial Lawyers Association. I'm here introducing to you Mrs. Julie Castillo of the Law Office of Julie Castillo. Julie has been selected as SATLA's Member of the Month for June of 2023, and we just wanted to sit down with her today and introduce her to our membership and officially welcome her as one of our newest SATLA members. So Julie, could you just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you went to school, anything about your hobbies and everything like that?
Sure. So as you said, my name is Julie Castillo. I'm a proud graduate of a school right here in San Antonio, St. Mary's School of Law. I was licensed back in November of 2014, so this year will be 10 years for me. As I said, I went to school here in San Antonio for law school. I also went to college here. I graduated from UTSA. I was born and raised in San Antonio, the south side of San Antonio, got deep roots in San Antonio. So I'm proud to work for my community. And a little bit about me. I am a single mother of three. I've got three children. My oldest is a barrel racer. My son plays soccer and baseball, and my youngest daughter plays soccer as well. So very active in my children's life. And what else would you like to know about me? I'm an open book.
Yeah, well, that's great. I mean, I think the barrel racing, that's really neat, especially here in South Texas. I think that's kind of like starting to become a lost art. So it's great that you're keeping that going. I guess I'm curious just a little bit about your firm, the Law Office of Julie Castillo. Could you just tell us a little bit about, when it was founded and what types of matters do you handle there?
Sure. Well, we just opened up recently on March 1st of this year. We do everything from personal injury, which is obviously where my passion lies, as I became a member of SATLA because of that. But also, we do family law and we also do probate. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Everything basically but criminal.
Wow, yeah. Well, it sounds like you're definitely in the right association then. We're all trial lawyers. I think it is primarily personal injury work, but we do have a lot of family law practitioners in our organization, and also a lot of people who handle just, business matters such as breach of contract cases and things like that. So I'm just more curious, why have you decided to join SATLA? Some people say they join because they're new and they didn't know anyone in the city. You're from San Antonio, you have deep roots in the city, so I'm sure that's not the reason that you joined, but why did you decide to join SATLA?
Along those tracks, while I am a resident of San Antonio, I've lived here my whole life. I'm not too familiar with many attorneys in the San Antonio legal field. Of course, we see some in the courtrooms and at different ventures, depending on what the case may entail. But for the most part, I don't know a whole bunch of lawyers. And so I wanted to get to associate more and network with more attorneys because I figured in the long run it would help my clients. I also get calls for a whole bunch of different matters that I might not necessarily take care of, but I would love to be able to help out those individuals by referring them to an attorney who does handle those matters. And so a great way for me to do that is to network and meet those types of attorneys so I can give them a personal referral and not just look somebody up that happens to practice in that field.
Okay, that's good. That's definitely, again, there's, I think, close to about 500 SATLA members right now. So you're definitely going to have a lot of different people to refer your cases out to in the areas that you don't practice in. One of the biggest reasons that, we try to encourage people to participate with SATLA is because it kind of can be an extension of your own firm. There's some firms that may have 100 lawyers. You're not the type of firm like that. But when you have SATLA right there and you have the listserv, it can kind of be an extension of your own law firm. So I'm just curious if there's been, I know you're a newer member, but have there been any examples where you've either collaborated with a member from SATLA or just another a lawyer in town where y'all worked together on a case, and because y'all collaborated and shared your resources that you got a better result for your clients? Are there any examples like that?
Oh, absolutely. So I have done quite a few motor vehicle accidents. I've done a oil field death case, and on most of these cases, especially the larger ones, I've got no problem bringing in other attorneys. Most of them are either current SATLA members or prior SATLA member. Actually, I've worked with the president of SATLA, Miss Laura Miss. Love her. She's definitely hashtag goals. She's amazing, but I've had great experience working with SATLA attorneys. I find that in areas where you connect with other attorneys, not only do you benefit, but the case benefits. For example, in the oil field death case, Laura had a great idea to bring in an outside individual to help the clients. Since unfortunately it was a very sad situation where family members were lost, and it helped them talk through the experience in a way that they could communicate it for purposes of their deposition. And had she not brought in that individual, I would have been at a loss to sort of get the client to articulate all of the emotions experiences that that loss caused her. Of course, I could talk to her on a one-on-one basis. I feel like I'm a people person. I've always thought that of myself,
Yeah.
but there are always areas where, we're not all experts in every case, and so it's great to bring in outside counsel and also just to get a new set of eyes on it, and maybe they see something that you didn't. And at the end of the day, the whole point is to help the client as much as possible, and if that means another Statler member can come on and do that, I'd welcome it.
Right on. Well, that's wow. That sounds like a really important collaboration, especially for clients, and under those circumstances with deaths and everything. I'm sure they were pleased that you got all the resources you could to try to get them the best result. Again, Sattler really is it's a plaintiffs trial lawyers organization. I've enjoyed defending, or not defending, but representing plaintiffs in my career, because it really feels good to help out those who are sometimes underserved legally or have just been wrong by others without the fault of their own. And so I'm just curious, from your perspective, is there a special reason why you've chosen to got into personal injury work, and defending, and I'm sorry, representing plaintiffs? Is there something about that really makes you want to do it, or is it something that you happen to fall into, or why is it that you've chosen this work? Because clearly there's a lot of different areas of law you could have done.
Yeah, I think I've always known that I wanted to be a lawyer from a young age. I knew that I wanted to do that. I wasn't sure the path I wanted to take. But as I got into law school and took different electives, I really settled on personal injury, for the fact of the personal part of personal injury. I take great pride in developing relationships with my clients. I know there's a lot of slogans out there, but I live by personal injury deserves personal care, and I really feel that that's true. All of my clients get my cell phone number, they contact me, I speak to them on a one-on-one basis. My children don't love it, but my clients do.
Right.
But for the most part, that's why I settled on personal injury. I love the personal connection and being able to help individuals. And I feel like this is the area of the law that I can do that the most and use my widest range of skill set. And so that's why I chose personal injury. And I'm happy to do it. I've loved doing it so far, and I hope to do it till I retire.
Right. Well, that's great, Julie. And again, just on behalf of the entire Statler board and the executive committee, we just want to welcome you as our member of the month for June of 2023. I also wanted to encourage you to participate with us on the listserv. If you haven't signed the listserv agreement already, if you're not using it, I would encourage you to start doing it. There's a lot of resources on there for forums and just general questions being answered on a daily basis. I would also encourage you to come to our CLEs, come to our happy hours and networking mixers. We want to introduce you to as many new lawyers that you can, and hopefully that will benefit your practice. So again, thanks for joining, Julie, and we look forward to seeing you around. Okay.
I'm excited.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.